Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerard, Witch of Earth's Scariest Goods, and today I'm going to show you a spell to stop that gossip and those lies. So if you've ever been a victim of somebody that gossiped or told lies about you and they don't even know you, then today's spell's just for you. So, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so today's spell, I wanted to do a spell that is centered towards just gossip and lies. Okay, so I've done previous videos on like banishing and bindings and making them go away, but sometimes you don't need to do all that extra. Maybe you just want them to stop. Just be quiet. Keep my name out your mouth. So that's why I created this spell, is to just have them zip it up. Just shh and be quiet, right? Especially you want to do this if it's interfering in your quality of life, in your mood, in your mentality, in your happiness. Now, if it's just someone just talking and it doesn't really affect you, then you don't really need this spell. This spell is more for all those that have been affected by lies, that have been affected by gossip, and now it just feels like bullying, or you just feel like you're not being heard anymore, or people are just getting the wrong idea, and now you just can't be happy. You don't feel like yourself anymore, or your quality of life has gone down because of gossip and lies. So that's what this spell is for. It's to help you guys out using some magic. So, with that being said, we need some things, right? We're going to need a piece of paper, brown piece of paper, brown piece of paper is what I'm using. No straight edges on your paper, please. So if it's just regular computer paper, line paper, college paper, whatever you're using, construction paper, just make sure there's no straight edges, right? The reason why I always say no straight edges is because we're also trying to talk to our subconscious mind, right? That is also producing energy, and we want it on board with the magic that we're performing. Not just the external part, but also the internal part. So that's why without straight edge paper, we are leaving the mundane, right? The normal life. So if anyone's ever wondering why I keep saying no straight edge paper, that's the reason why. Okay, permanent marker. You guys know why I love a permanent marker. Makes things permanent, talks to the subconscious as well. You're also going to need 3 nails. Now, they can be rusty nails. If you don't have nails, you can use sewing thread, maybe tacks, but something sharp that you can press into a candle. Now, if you have coffin nails, which me, when I'm doing this spell, I usually use coffin nails, but because I'm just demonstrating this, I don't want to waste my coffin nails. But if you do happen to have coffin nails or rusty nails, use those, okay? But you'll need 3 of them. You're going to need a red candle. You're going to need some whole cloves, and you're going to need some red pepper, and you're going to need some salt, a heat-proof safe dish, and you're going to need a lighter, okay? Now, the first thing we're going to do is, if you know the name of the person or people that are slandering you or gossiping, you're going to write their name onto the paper, okay? So mine, I'm just not doing it on anyone, so I'm just going to say John Doe. Okay? Now, another thing is if you don't know who's gossiping or slandering, you would just write those words, gossip and slander, or you can just write lies. Lies about me, slander about me, okay? So you're making up more of a general purpose instead of a straight, narrow shot, okay? But say you do know the person or the people that are doing it, or you have an idea of who's doing it, you're just going to write their name. So I'm just putting John Doe. Now, as you're writing the John Doe, you're thinking about them, right? You're seeing them. Rude. Noise outside. Someone revving their engine. Who does that late at night? By the way, I'm shooting this at nighttime. But anyhow, as you are writing their name, you're seeing their face, you're seeing how they're gossiping about you, the lies that they've told about you, okay? So right underneath the name that you put, or the words that you put, you're just going to write John Doe, and of course you would replace John Doe with the person's name. John Doe, you will not talk about me or mention my name. If you don't know who is slandering or lying about you, you're just going to change that phrase a little bit. You're just going to write, those who gossip will not talk about me or mention my name. Or those who lie, you will not talk about me or mention my name. Okay, so because you're generalizing the spell. Okay, so you're just basically putting a protective barrier around you because you don't know who to aim the spell at. So that's perfectly fine, right? That's still just as effective. All right, so just to give you an example, I have John Doe. John Doe, you will not talk about me or mention my name. Okay? Now, with that being said, you're just going to write an X over it. Okay, so you should just have an X on it. Now, with this, you are going to fold towards you. I know you're like, what? Fold towards you? Yes, you're going to fold towards you because you want the spell, basically you're casting the spell for yourself, right? So you're going to fold it towards you. You're going to fold, turn it clockwise, fold it towards you, counterclockwise, fold it towards you, counterclockwise, fold it towards you. Just small enough to your liking, okay? Next, you're going to want to be careful. You're going to just light it on fire, okay? Because we want the ashes. And you're going to light it on fire until it is just burned up and only the ashes remain. Okay, it's probably going to take a few minutes. Okay, so there we go. Now we have the ashes of the paper. And while we're letting that simmer down and just kind of like go out completely, we're going to take our candle with one of your nails. You're also going to inscribe their name onto the candle. So I'm just putting John Doe. So now I have their name on there. Now, if you don't know their name, you're just putting gossip, okay? Then you're just going to take that nail and you're going to drive it into their name. Okay. So it should look like that. Hopefully you guys can see that on camera. Right. And you're just going to repeat that process. Okay. And the reason why we're putting these nails into the candle is because we want to stop them in their tracks, right? Pierce the truth into them. And then one more time. There you go. So it should look like that, where you have 3 nails inside of the candle. Pinned into their name. Once again, if it's generalized, then you are literally just going to have the words on there. Gossip 3 times, lies 3 times, slander 3 times. Okay, so we're going to take 3 cloves out of your container. So just get 3 cloves. And the reason why we're using cloves is connected to the element fire, so it's very fiery. It also is known to help stop gossip, and it's good for driving out, right? It's like doing an exorcism. Not to say that this is an exorcism, but it is related to that type of workings. So with the cloves in between the nails, so see how I have that gap? We're going to put the cloves in there. As we're driving the cloves into the candle, you're seeing them stopping their gossip, stopping their lies. You're seeing them leaving you alone. They can't say your name anymore. They don't want to mention your name anymore. You can no longer be the subject. Okay, and the last one. All right, so you've put your 3 cloves in the gaps. So you have your nails. So it should look like this: clove, nail, clove, nail, clove, nail, into their name around the candle. So the candle should look like that. Next, you're just going to take the candle and you're going to place it onto the ashes that you did earlier, right? Onto the heat-proof safe dish. You're going to take your salt. Salt is to purify, right? It's to also help contain this. But salt is known to also protect. We want to contain those lies. We want to stop that gossip. Purify the intent, right? Stop them from doing this. You're going to take your red pepper and you're going to make a circle around the actual candle. And put a little bit onto the candle. red pepper flakes. Red pepper is known for putting that hot fire into it, putting that oomph to the spell to also stop them, right? It's like giving that little hot feet, that hot push of like, keep my name out your mouth, okay? That little stop it. stop, you know? Like, shh. One of that. Gives it a little bit more of a, I don't want to say a stronger energy, but a more, a firmer type of energy, right? It's that tap and there's that stop it. It's like your parent yelling at you versus just talking to you. It's two different types of energy, right? When a parent is just talking to you, you hear them, you get it, you process it, versus if they're yelling at you, it's kind of like, oh, they're upset. It's a different type of feeling, energy with that, okay? Here we are. So it should look like that. So we've got the circle of salt. The circle of salt you're going to do clockwise though. Purification, we're containing. The red pepper, we went counterclockwise. Take away. Put that hot fire onto it. Stop it. Cut it out. Shh. That kind of feel. Right. Now that we've got our candle all set, you're going to light it. Calm your thoughts. Focus in on the light. See it, see them, see yourself free from all the slander and gossip, the pain that it has caused you, the unhappiness that it is causing you. See them stop it. See the gossip stop. See the lies stop. When you're calm and centered, you will say this spell. Angels of the divine, gather round. Stop their talk and keep them bound. Angels of the divine, gather round. Stop their talk and keep them bound. Angels of the divine, gather round. Stop their talk and keep them bound. And now you're just going to let this candle completely go down and melt away. And when the candle is melted away completely, the spell is completely cast. Okay? Now, if you are not able to watch this maybe there's just not enough time, or where you're living, it's just not really possible for you to keep this lit all the way until it's burnt down, then it's okay. What you can do is burn it over time, right? But each time you do light it, you're going to repeat that process and also repeat that spell each time that you light that candle, okay? Because you are literally calling in the angels of the divine, and you're asking them for their assistance in this spell. So each time you need to call them. So when you blow out the candle, you're dismissing it, right? The spell is not completed until the candle is completely burnt down. And the reason why I put that into my spell is because you may have second thoughts. Maybe at that time, you just, okay, they stopped, or maybe you're just having those second thoughts in your head, then you would just remove the clothes, remove the nails. You would go ahead and cleanse it with your normal cleansing method. Once the candle has completely burnt down, you'll just get rid of the remnants as usual via burying. You can throw this away. Just make sure that if you are throwing it away, that the trash place is far away from you. You want it to go away. You don't want it to be right 2 feet from where you live, kind of thing. In the olden days, we would use jars and so forth, and even the candle remnants, we would bury it near the person and where they live. Okay, but that may not be so feasible with the modern age, so if that's not possible, then do it this way. Well, I hope you liked today's spell, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so other people can see this video. If you're new around here, I hope you subscribe if you like today's content and want to see more. I do post twice a week, so every Wednesday and Saturday. Until then, stay earthy, stay magical, and don't forget, love yourself and others. Bye for now.